Hi there, my name's Colin and this is the Action Figure Resource Channel, the place for all your action figure news, reviews, tutorials and guides. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the videos here. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Toy Biz Daily Bugle Playset, released in 1994 as part of their Spider-Man, the new animated series line of action figures. Before we start, please take a moment to subscribe below, smash that like button and click on the bell icon to be notified of all my future videos. When you click on the bell icon, make sure you select all from the drop down menu.
ActionFigureResource.com. Yesterday's toys, today's treasures.
The Daily Bugle playset from Toy Biz was released in 1994. This playset was huge, and I mean it was huge. The display box was approximately 3 foot in length by 2 foot wide, and the front featured some awesome cartoon drawings of the playset with Spider-Man facing off against Venom, Dr. Octopus and the Goblin. The back of the packaging also featured photos of the playset with some guides on how to use all the special features that were incorporated into the playset. There were also images of the other toys, vehicles and action figures available in this line. The package came with all the parts and accessories in baggies and an instruction manual on how to put it together. The manual itself was extremely easy to follow, but there were a lot of parts to this playset that needed to be constructed and put together. On top of that, the clips that were included to hold the parts together were fragile and often broke, and in many cases did not work. Also, some of the parts were poorly made and didn't fit together properly, so either had to be trimmed or cut to size. When complete, the whole thing at its highest point was about 20 inches in height, by about 22 inches in length and 11 inches in width, meaning that you required a large play area in order to have this fully displayed. This was an extremely interactive and fun playset to have. Outside the box, it unfolds into the Daily Bugle building from the animated series. Although most of the details of the building and design are printed on card, the detail on these is fantastic and really makes the whole playset come alive. This meant that the whole thing was pretty fragile and was easily broken. As a result, mint and complete playsets are extremely difficult to find. Other parts of the set, such as the crane, a tank, a watch light, trash can and elevator are made from plastic. There are also some traps incorporated into the playset for Spider-Man. Unlike many of the other playsets made at the time, like the Castle Grayskull, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Sewer Lair playset, and the Batcave Command Center, to name a few, this was not very portable, whereas a lot of the other playsets could easily be folded up and carried around with you. There were 3 main sections to this playset. Firstly, there was the Dr. Octopus section. This section had a large, long, flexible tentacle coming from the roof of Dr. Octopus's lab that could be used for capturing his enemies. Inside his lab, there was a plastic buzzsaw that could be rotated. The lab was not connected to the rest of the playset, but was a standalone unit, so you could place it anywhere on the base that you wanted. The second section was the main building. On the roof of the main building, there was a retractable spider web that could be pulled out and retracted by pressing a button. There were also 2 gargoyle heads that could be attached and fitted onto the roof section. But these were not very stable and were not held onto the roof very well. On the reverse of the main building, there was a blue plastic cage elevator with a door that could easily be opened and closed and allowed you to put a figure into the elevator. The elevator slid up and down to carry figures to the different levels. Between the retractable web on the roof and the elevator door was a hidden trapdoor that could be activated if one of Spider-Man's enemies came out of the elevator, dropping them back down to the bottom of the playset. Also, next to the Daily Bugle building, there was a working crane. The third section was for Venom. The playset came with a container of Venom ooze that could be put into a black and yellow ooze tank situated on the roof of this section. When the tap at the bottom of the tank was opened, the ooze would pour out to cover anyone below. However, most playsets are missing the ooze or the ooze container, as like Play-Doh, it often dried up over the years. This section also had a large trash can, and inside Venom's lair there was great detail on the card. All in all, this playset was very fragile and not really made to be played with, but it made an excellent diorama for displaying and showcasing your action figure collection. Mint in the box, this sells for between $200 and $250. Loose, it sells for between $150 and $195. Please note that the prices mentioned in this video are for information purposes only and are not a solicitation or offer to buy this playset at these prices. All prices quoted were correct at the time of filming in February 2021. When researching this video, I checked several online and offline auction sites and retail sites in order to get the most accurate prices for you. Please take a few seconds to subscribe below, smash that like button and click on the bell icon to be informed of my future videos. When you click on the bell icon, make sure you select all from the drop down menu. For more Spider-Man related videos, check my playlist here. And before you go, don't forget to download my free collector's guide here.
actionfigureresource.com. Yesterday's toys, today's treasures.